All right, 2018, day 5. Day 5, alchemical reduction. You've managed to sneak into the prototype suit manufacturing lab. So I guess all of our guard manipulation for day 4 worked out. The elves are making decent progress, but are still struggling with the suit's size reduction capabilities. While the very latest in 1518 alchemical technology might have solved their problem eventually, you can do better. You scan the chemical composition of the suit's material and discover that it's formed from extremely long polymers, one of which is available as your puzzle input. All right, let's get the puzzle input. Get input, 2018, day 5. Whoa! This down here, this little one, says that was all one line. And I do my script, my get input script does a head 20 on the input without any consideration. Look at this. Without any consideration for the fact that the line might be super long. All right. That's something I need to fix in my get input script, but I'll fix that later. The polymer is formed by smaller units which, when triggered, react with each other such that two adjacent units of the same type and opposite polarity are destroyed. Units types are represented by letters. Units polarity is represented by capitalization. For example, R and R are units. Okay, lowercase r and uppercase r are units with the same type but opposite polarity, whereas lowercase r and lowercase s are entirely different types and do not react. So in AA, A and A react. In AB, B, A, B and B destroys itself. Destroys itself? Is that what reacting does? Did it say that? Oh yeah, it did, right here. It says destroyed. I probably read that out loud just now and then just completely forgot it while I was thinking about upper and lower case. Okay. AB, no two adjacent are the same type. Okay. AA, BA, AB. Even though AA and AA are the same type, their polarities match, so nothing happens. And so we have a larger example. Okay, so we just keep reacting it until it goes away. After all possible reactions, the resulting polymer is 10 units. How many units remain after fully reacting the polymer you scanned? Note in this puzzle and others, input is large. If you copy paste, okay. I didn't copy paste. Okay, I guess so I immediately think of like corner cases, right? If it's at the beginning of the string, that's not really much of a corner case, but we'll have to handle it. Or the end of the string. The other corner case I can think of is this, right? Either CC or CC are removed, the result is the same. A lowercase c. So it doesn't matter which one you use. We could scan backwards or we could scan forwards, and it wouldn't matter because in either case, one of the two lowercase c's will end up being there. Okay. All right, well, let's do our setup. Since we don't have build.rs, we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Doing this, mod day 05, right? And then create the module, fill in the template, 1805, try to build it, and okay, and we have unsolved. Okay, so we're in good shape. I should do that. I should make a little script to do that. What? Head? Can I just do that? Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So this is all it does is add these lines, extend the vector, reformat the code, and then put this little template. That's something I should be able to do. All right, so parsing is simple. It's just react tent is a string. And all we do is read that one string in. Equals AOC lib read lines. I wonder if I have a singular read line 2018-05.text of 0. Right? Oh, can't move. Fine. I can clone it though. And then I can do this of self reactant. Can I do 0.30? Well, let me do that. Oh, println. Nope. Doesn't have a size known in compile time. Sure it does. It has 0 to 30. Right there. Do I have to do this? Oh, that's better. Okay. And so let's take a look at the input just to see. 1805. Does it start with Y, Y, Z, M, X, blah, 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 blah? It does. Okay. So now we just need to loop over it and remove pairs. One pair at a time. How are we going to do this? I mean, we can do windows, right? Or we could just build up a string. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a what would be a good approach if we did like a single step, right? We can create a little step. Oh, I can't do it here, but I can do it here. Step, not self. And what this will just do is do a single step on the existing string. Right? So we'll take the string, we'll scan it for these pairs, like this YY, ZZ, MM. Those should all go away. So the first step should show us X, R, capital R, V, lowercase v, and so on. So we can try doing that way. I know we can. I know there's an issue with doing chars and then windows. I don't think you can do chars windows, and I forget the reason why. Right, if I say self reactant dot chars, right, that'll be a chars thing, and I can't say windows too. It has no clue. You can't do that on chars. And I can't remember what the appropriate thing is. But we can do this way. We can do one char at a time. Right? Let mut result equals string new. And we can say let mut left. Right? We'll have a left and a right character. Iter next. And we can say loop. Or we can say while iter next unwrap. Right? As a char, we can say let some right is equal to iter next. And now we have a left and a right, and we can compare them. If left is there an is lowercase on char? Yes, there's an is lowercase. Equals right is lowercase. In other words, they have the same polarity. Then we'll say result push left equals right, continue. right? And we're not calling step yet. That's fine. I just wanted to get it to compile. The other option is if they have the same polarity, then we can continue. If they're different characters, left, there's a two ASCII lowercase, right? Does it convert it? Makes a copy of the value in its ASCII lowercase equivalent. Yeah. Is not equal to right to ASCII lowercase. Oops. Lowercase. Right? So if either one of these conditions is true, then we can push the left and move on to the next one. Yeah. If either one is true, then we want to throw out left and right and continue. Oh, how do we do that? We can say left is equal to iter next unwrap. Is that going to even work? Because this could blow up, right? You don't, once you hit none on on an iterator, you don't want to keep going. So we have to say if sum left is equal to iter next. Can't use it, reuse it, next left. Then we'll say left is equal to next left, and we'll continue. Else, break. And then we'll say result is equal push left. And then say self reactant is equal to left. Oh, result. Is that even going to work? Who knows? Hanako says if A is equal to B or A is not equal to B seems strange. Yeah, except I'm not doing that, right? I'm doing I'm comparing the lower cases in the first comparison, and then I'm comparing the letters themselves in the right comparison. So I'm doing if A is equal to B or C is not equal to D. Oops, I missed off the left. Sorry. That builds. Let's do it with some tests. Let's do a test here. Let's test start of string, right? So what we'll do is we'll create a new AOC 2015-05, right? C reactant is equal to AA BCDE assert, and then we say T dot step string, and then assert EQ. Now I do have tests, but there's a lot of tests. But that's okay, because Bacon will help by only showing the tests that are failing. So T.reactant should be equal to BCDE, right? Apparently it worked somewhere. Okay, so that worked. So let's test the end of string. And it's basically this, except I'll put the, change the ending here to EE, and should be ABCD. And that failed. Somehow the E got stuck on there. Oh, I need to do that last test, don't I? I'm unconditionally pushing this left. That's not good. Is there a better way to do this? This correctly strips out both, but it's not correctly stripping it out when it's at the end. What's happening here, so let's think it through. Left should have lowercase e, right has the uppercase e. We should hit continue after setting left to right. Oh, no, no, no. This should fail, so we come down here. Next left is none, so we hit break. Ah. Ah. So we want to set left to something that we don't want to use. Left equals dot. If left is not equal to dot, this is sloppy, but it should at least, yeah, it gets the test to pass. Okay. All right, and then we want something where we have triples, right? What we could do is test example, right? And we could just do one step at a time. We'll take this example, and we'll do one step at a time and make sure it goes through all of the steps, right? Oh, I see. So this is from ToggleBit's Ultisnips again, or Utilisnips, or whatever it's called. He's got expected on the left and actual on the right. I can do that. Right? Oh, really? It won't let me do that unless it's... Huh. That's weird. I was looking for code completion there. All right, so the expected here is going to be this next string where the first CC is removed, right? And that should pass. That fails. Oh. That failed. It took out too much? What did it take out? It was supposed to take out the CC. Oh! I took out both. I took out this CC. Sorry, I took out this AA. Oh, I didn't. Oh yeah, I took out this CC and I took out this CC, right? So we need to do them both here as well, since I do it in one pass. And now it works. So let's do another step. And this will be, I'll take out this AA, right? And that's it. Yeah. And I think that's as far as it can go. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm hitting space and it's taking a while. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, and that's what he said, 10 units. All right, and the answer, what are we trying to do? How many units remain after fully reacting? Okay. So all that we need to do now is for part 1 is to just keep stepping until the length doesn't change. So that code completion worked. Len. Loop. Sure. Let new len equals, actually we could just do this. Let mut new len equals 0. While len is not equal to new len, we say len is equal to new len, and then new len is equal to we do the step, self-step, sorry, and then new len is equal to self-reactant len. And once we're done, new len and len should be equal, so we just output them, output one of them. All right, let's see if this works. Hopefully this isn't one of those puzzles that has the like infinite runtime. Oh, unnecessary parentheses. All right, the test works. All right, 9526 is our length, our final length. That's the right answer. Huzzah. All right, what can we do to clean this up? This seems fine. I mean, this is a little sloppy. Handling corner cases with this ending thing. I guess what we could do is we could cheat. Right? I could chain on. I wonder if how well this would work. Let's try it out. Let's go back to the test thing here. Chain quote. How do you make an iterator out of this? No, you don't do it that way. Intuiter. Yeah, okay, so that works. So we don't need to set it there. That just changes it there. And then we have this thing here. Still. And maybe there's always going to be a dot at the end, so maybe we can eliminate it. Yeah, we can eliminate it. So that kind of gets that cleaned up a little bit. Random Dev, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Very much appreciated. All right, so this is kind of a little hacky cheat, but it allows us to clean up some of the loop. Right? Random Dev says, yes, hello. It's always nice having random devs in my channel. Yeah, okay, so I think we're good. Let's commit that. Git status. Git commit -am. Day 2018, day 5, part 1. All right. Now is part 2 going to be go nuts? Part 2, time to improve the polymer. One of the unit types is causing problems. It's preventing the polymer from collapsing as much as it should. Your goal is to figure out which unit type is causing the most problems. Remove all instances of it, regardless of polarity. Fully react the remaining polymer and measure its length. I see. Okay. So I think that means what we're going to do is make this code here a React code. Not React, but React. I don't want to do that, do I? I want to all right, so instead of doing it this way, what we're going to do is rip this out, boom, and put it here as its own function. And it will say string. And then this will return a string, right? And then instead of this, we'll say this, right? And then instead of this, we'll say that. And then instead of calling self step, what we'll do is we'll say let R is equal to self reactant.clone. That's rlen. That's rlen. And we'll pass in R. It should give us the same answer. React isn't used. It gave us a completely different answer. Now it's coming up with 50,000. Why? Oh, because I'm not reassigning it. 9526, was that it? 9526. Okay. So I haven't broken it yet. All right, but then this is the reactant code. Right? So let's put that here. And this can return the len, which is a U size. And we can just put that here. Self react, right? All right, and now we want to take this out of it because, okay, and that just means we're going to move this down here with step. Actually, we don't need to clone it, right? We can just overwrite it like that. And now not self-react, but we do self-react, self-reactant. It needs to do ampersand step. R is already a reference to a string. Let T. Oh, I see. I don't know if that's going to work then, right? Because the borrow won't last. I have to clone it each time. This is returning a full string, and this is saving the reference to that string, and then it won't live long enough. So I can just do that and then pass in a clone over here. Oops, this still needs to be a reference. Okay, and then we're still 9526. All right. I think we're at to the point now where we can, one at a time, loop over every alphabetical alphabet letter for letter in A ... equals Z. And we can remove upper and lowercase versions of that from a new string. And then react on that, and then see what is it? What is the length of the shortest polymer you can use, removing all units of exactly one type and fully reacting the result. And we can just do that one at a time, right? We can just say we're going to remove a letter. Let reactant equals self-reactant chars filter x, and x should be a char, where x to uppercase, to lowercase, what am I doing? Lowercase is not equal to letter. Right? Let's put that on a new line so I can read it. And then we can collect into a string. Hopefully. That's a char, yeah. Oh, that's a true lowercase. Oh, is it okay? Well, what is it then? What is this returning? It returns a 2 lowercase. Okay, does 2 lowercase have... So how did this work up here then? All right, sorry, down here. Oh, to ASCII lowercase. All right, let's do it that way. Drevstedt says, how's it going today? It's going well. How's it going with you? All right. So now we're able to do that. We should be able to actually react that reactant and then save the length of the shortest one, right? For now, let's just print out the length of the reactant. For letter, what do we get? We get this value, which is going to be reactant dot len. Oh no, react returns a usize, right? Yeah. What do we get? It's computing. Oh, it's taking a long time. This is good. Okay. So that took 10 seconds to run. And we can see here there's a bunch of lengths. This one looks like the shortest one. I bet you that's the answer. Let's see if that's the answer. That's the right answer. Yay. Okay, well, let's clean it up so it actually just outputs that correct answer. It's a little unfortunate. I don't know if there's a way to speed this up. I'm trying to think if there's a way to speed that up, but I don't think there is. I think we're just stuck. I mean, it takes about half a second. I mean, if I ran it in release mode, I'm sure it'll go faster. Cargo, run, release. It's faster. It's not fast, though. It took almost 2 seconds to run in release mode. I think it is what it is, and we just have to live with it. So we just need to save the smallest. Let mut smallest is equal to self reactant len. And then we just say smallest is equal to smallest min of react. And we just output the smallest. Right? And it'll take 2 seconds in release mode, but should still come up with a 6694. Hello? Hasn't finished building yet. It's taking a long time to build. Wonder why. Driverstedt says, it's going very well, thank you. I'm currently learning JavaScript and I really like it. Yeah, JavaScript is a good language to know for you know, if you're doing web dev, right? Let's see. So that took a little over 2 seconds. 6694 came up with the same answer. Yeah, I don't know if there's another way. I mean, the only thing we could do is try to figure out a faster way to do this step. I don't think so. I don't think there is. I mean, I should conditionally say that. I don't think that I could come up with something faster. I'm sure others could. The only thing I would want to do is let's continue business here. I bet you we can just do that, right? And that should still come up with the same answer. So that's a little cleaner. But it's interesting. So 2 lowercase creates a 2 lowercase object, not a char, whereas 2 ASCII lowercase. Yeah, there's something. Oh, you know what? You know why it takes so long to build in release mode? No, that's not true. I was going to say, well, because we're building everything, and I am building everything. I'm not just building this one day. But this only took 4 seconds to build. Whereas now it's taking 32 seconds to build. I don't know what the deal is there. What did I break between here and here? That's causing it to take forever to build. I have no idea. Anyway, that's too bad that it takes forever. Let's check in with Clippy. Oh, yeah, I broke all my tests by doing that, didn't I? Let's fix the tests, and then we can call it a stream. So we don't actually need to do this. What we say is step of this, right? Right, and we don't need those. Oops. There. Expected reference to a string, found a string. Oh, there. Okay. Yeah, okay. And now we do the same thing for these guys. Step this. And then this is going to be a little different, right? And then we can say let reactant equals step reactant. And then we say this. Will that work? And then same thing here. There, okay. Now the tests are clean. Clippy's still not happy. Change this to stir. I can do that. Will that work though? I guess chars will still work, right? Help. Consider removing the into iter. We don't need to into iter it? Yeah, and now this, yeah, we don't need to string these things, right? And then this can be just this. All right, so the last thing is remove the into iter. Can I just chain like that? Is that all it cares about? It does. That works. Okay. Test still pass. Test still pass. Run still runs. Run still takes forever. All right. That's pretty good. I thought you had to pass an iterator to chain, but maybe this generates an iterator all by itself. All right. Well, we got this one solved. Git diff. Yeah, we just moved step down. What did we do here? Yeah, we just refactored that out, so we just call react. And then this, I don't know if there's an easier way to do this. I don't like that it takes 10 seconds, but there it is. And then we cleaned up the tests. Okay, git commit -am 2018 day 5 part 2. Done. And we're going to call that a stream. I'm not going to peek at day 6 yet, but let's take a look at the calendar. Yeah, now we get a Santa hat with colors and a glowing star. Nice. Can't wait to find out what day 6 brings. But that will have to wait till next week, I'm afraid, because I'm wrapping the stream up.